Woo-wee! We've had a doozy of a weekend.
It's true. It is true. We've had, should I go? Okay. We've had some like not cool stuff happen over the weekend. I know, okay. So with our vlog, I know that we try to keep it like really nice and light, and we try to just kind of have fun with our videos, because that's sort of like, that's why we do this, because it's fun for us.
Yeah.
And so we didn't upload for the past couple of days, which I know that you guys noticed. And I just like, I hate to even talk about this kind of stuff, but we just had some weird stuff happen, and I think that it was weird enough that we were very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that we just kind of were like, this is a sign we should probably just kind of like take a quick step back and like just reevaluate things and see what's going on here.
Yeah.
And I know, sorry, this is vague. It's not something that I want to dive like too deep into. I know there are lots of other channels that'll like go all into their drama and stuff, and I just don't, that's not what we're about. We don't want to give you guys all of our negativity, because that's not what we do. So but we also don't want to keep you guys hanging and wondering like, what the, you know, what's going on. So this is just kind of like our little update to let you know that it was just some weird stuff that we didn't necessarily feel comfortable, and it wasn't something that was super cool. It was just kind of a sucky situation. Beyond that, there were also just some regular trolls out there doing some not cool stuff as well. Beyond the really not cool stuff, there was just, I opened my Twitter. I know this is going to sound really silly, but this is honestly the second thing that happened. But I opened my Twitter. Obviously I look at Twitter every day, and I was just kind of like inundated with a bunch of like hate messages from several different accounts. Mm-hmm. And it seemed like this is all done by one person, which is, it's hard for me to understand like how people have this much hate in their heart. And I know like 99% of you guys are not like this guy. I totally appreciate you for that. Thank you so much for being good, upstanding people, and just being like, I don't know, like somebody with like a nice, kind heart. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
This other person was just, this is gonna sound really silly, but he was tweeting things at me that were from Armani, like from our dead dog. Our dog died in December. I know we have a lot of new subscribers and you guys may not know that. But our dog died in December, and we're still kind of like, you know, it's really hard. We're still kind of like broken up about it. He was, you know, 15, or was he 16? He was 15 or he was old. Yeah. We had him the entire like span of his life. And so, you know, he was our little guy. And to get a tweet from him saying nasty, weird things, it was really shocking. Like, I was really like, wow, who in their right mind? Well, that's the thing. I don't think they're in the right mind, but like, who does this? Right. Who has so much hate within them to do something like that? And then they made another account that was just basically, it was like about my body, which was also very uncomfortable and strange for me to read. Like 30, 40, 50 messages a day from our dead dog, and also about like my body parts. It was just very strange. Some of you guys saw these accounts and you brought them to my attention and you reported them. And to you guys, I am so thankful and grateful, because some of these accounts are being taken down. Some we're still working on getting them taken down. But so those were a couple of things that were just not really fun. Like, to have people kind of overstep their boundaries of like, it was just very uncomfortable. It was a very uncomfortable weekend. And it was sad, you know, it made me sad to think that somebody would treat other people this way. But also, the third thing, our car died. Yeah. I mean, it was like, Tim was driving it and it just stopped. Like, it just didn't work anymore. Yeah. So we just did not have a working car, and all of this was kind of happening at the same time. And it was, and I know you guys saw that, or some of you guys may have seen, you know, that we were kind of car shopping a little bit a few weeks back, and that's because we kind of knew that this was maybe going to happen in the next couple of months, but not right now. So yeah, I think that was the universe kind of saying to you, like to us, you know, like, hey, maybe you need to just like take a step back and like get your life in check. And like
figure out what's going on.
Get your stuff together, trackers. So that's kind of what we did. We took that cue from the universe and we just decided to just take a step back, get everything in order, figure it out, get our minds back in the right, like positive, happy place. Cause I mean, I know with YouTube comes like hate. I understand that we're gonna get negative comments and people are gonna be mean, but we're just not used to it because our channel is actually really awesome. You guys are actually really amazing. And we're not conditioned to hate. Like some channels get a lot of really negative stuff thrown at them and I feel for them because I can't handle it. So thank you. I just want to say really quickly, thank you so much for being amazing. And we're so sorry that we didn't upload and we really hope you understand. And thank you for being here now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So what do you say? Should we go get a rental car?
I think we have to go get a rental car now. We'll see you guys there. So now we have just picked up our rental car for the week.
Rental car for the week.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited to drive this Hyundai Elantra for the week. We didn't ever think we'd be driving a Hyundai Elantra, but we are. But for now, we're gonna just kind of take some trips to all the other dealerships in our new rental car. Yeah. Tim's favorite part of the car. I think my favorite part is the aux cord. We've never had a car with an aux cord before. We have Amazon Prime Music and I've never been able to play it in the car and now I can, at least for this week.
Turn love while eating at Wawa. Yeah.
We figured since we're having to buy a car today, we might as well have a really fancy lunch at Wawa.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, this is a really delicious sandwich.
We're like eating at a gas station right now.
But it's so good. Like, I highly recommend it. It's delicious.
So we're here at the Kia dealership and we just test drove a Niro.
Yeah.
Which was nice. It was
I
very
liked
nice.
it. It was kind of like, I thought it was going to be a little bit more SUV-ish. It's a little bit more like crossover-ish.
Let's see if I can turn and get some behind me there. Like over underneath those. Oh, here they are right here. Like these are them right there. And it's like, it's not really an SUV.
I liked it though. It was
nice.
a lot more spacious than our car that we have now, which was nice. But now we're looking at an Optima. Sorry, we're trying to figure out.
So we're looking at this Optima.
We're also like trying to vlog while the guy is gone.
Yeah, he went to go get our key.
I don't know if he's gonna be too vlog savvy. Like he might think we're weird.
It was really funny though because this is the plug-in hybrid. You can see the little door right here.
Little plug-in door.
But he had the key for that one, which is just a regular hybrid. Where is it? It's like right there. There's a gray one off in the distance. And so we want to test drive this one. So we test drove the Niro, not a plug-in, it's just a hybrid.
I wish we could have showed you guys while we were test driving that.
Yeah, he was kind of fun to test drive with.
He gave you like a driving test.
Yeah, he made me like floor it through a parking lot and then slam on the brakes and everything.
Which I don't think I would want to buy that car.
I know.
I think I would want one that he didn't have people test drive.
Right? But he like, because it has like special like braking that helps it brake better. Like if you hit the brakes,
25% more braking power, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like we're learning a lot about hybrid and electric plug-in vehicles today. I am at least.
Ooh, it just beeped at us.
Oh.
Ooh. Here it is. He opened up the car and he's on his way here now. Ooh, I wonder if this one has the vented seats. It's got the little thingy. Ooh.
Oh, that was one thing we didn't necessarily want leather seats in Florida, but I don't know if we have a choice. What? What?
That aux cord is fired, yo.
I'm playing the new Calvin Harris CD. But I wanted to show you, do you see this? I don't know if you can even see it. This Genuine Bistro place. Did you guys see it? We're driving in this like small town of DeBerry and we're going to the Ford dealership, which is where we're gonna go look at the Ford Fusion electric.
Energy.
Oh, Energy.
Yeah, it's a plug-in hybrid. This is like they have one in all of Central Florida.
And it's here. Yeah. So that building though, we were just parked next to it, like at this red light, and I had this weird feeling like I've been there. Have you guys ever had that feeling of like I've been there before, but like you don't remember? Like I don't know that I've ever actually been there, but I feel like I could tell you exactly what the inside of that building looks like. Is that weird?
A little bit.
What does that mean? Am I having like a That's So Raven moment? Like
no, it means that you just like your character in the video game just died and it restarted.
And it died in that building?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Mandela effect? What is that? Like, is that, I know there's I
think it's just deja vu, right?
Is it deja vu? Okay. I just thought that was really weird.
There was a glitch in the Matrix.
I wanted to share that little tidbit with you. Has it ever happened to you?
Ford dealership. Let's go test drive a Ford.
Yeah. So here is the actual car that we were looking at. This is the Ford Fusion Energy. Yeah. And we liked it. I don't know if we'll end up with that exact car, but I don't know. I definitely liked it.
It was nice. Like, it's a big car.
Yeah, that was one thing with the Volt, because we liked the Volt, that we would be losing so much space.
I know. And this one, it has a weird trunk, so the battery is like gigantic in the trunk.
Yeah.
But like the rest of the car is huge.
There's a lot of extra space in the back seat, whereas with the Volt, it's just very tiny all around.
Yeah, and the Volt runs the battery down the center of the back seat. So it says that it's a 5-passenger, but the person that's in the center has like their feet up with their knees on their chin. And it's just like, the thing that we keep going back to though is the Volt is 53 pure electric miles, whereas this is only like 25, 23. So, but it still gets 100 miles to the gallon.
Which is awesome. Which
is fantastic. So, I don't know. So, but just driving around town, 23 miles is plenty.
No, yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know.
I think that's kind of where we're at is, I don't know. That's like the consensus that we've come to. Like, I don't know. Somebody else make this decision.
And it's always so funny being at a car dealer because they're like...
Oh wait, I gotta put my seatbelt on.
It's always funny being at a car dealership because they're like, what can we do to get you out the door in this car right now? And I'm like,
well, this was the only place that actually asked us that, and I'm like, I don't want to buy a car right now.
Right? Like,
I don't want to be a pirate.
I didn't even bring my checkbook.
I know.
What the heck do you want from me?
I know. They were very, they were like forcefully nice. We're getting some Chick-fil-A. So, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care what car we get as long as it has an aux cord. Like, that's all that I want. I want to be able to play my music.
The band. Levon Helm, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that Levon Helm lives up in Woodstock, New York? He's pretty old now. So, I don't know if he still does this, but a few years back, he would open up his barn on Saturday nights and play a show for free. There's anybody that showed up to his house.
That's cool.
And like, hung out in his barn with him.
I wish we lived closer.
Yeah, right?
I'd come and see you play.
And I'd be like, I saw you in Coal Miner's Daughter.
Oh, was he the one in the movie?
He played Loretta Lynn's
the dad. Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha. He watched that the other day, and it was a very strange movie.
Yeah.
Like, I get that it's a biopic or whatever, but it was strange.
It was weird seeing Tommy Lee Jones with red hair.
Oh yeah. That wasn't the weirdest part for me.
I am titanium.
We're looking at a titanium like Ford Fusion. But here's our dinner from Chick-fil-A, and I wanted to show you guys. I got the spicy chicken sandwich. I think it's just called the spicy chicken sandwich. Get it well done because it's super deliciously crunchy and crispy, but it's still very like juicy and delicious. Like it doesn't lose any of the like moisture. It's so good.
Sorry, I was opening up my sandwich.
And Tim just got a plain old Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, and Bandit's like, hey, can I have some of that?
Yeah.
Hey, Bandit. Bandit.
Bean. It's also thunder and lightning out, so he's scared. That's why he's like hiding in between us.
You okay, little stinky butt? Dang. But yeah, it's dinner time and time to build this car and see how much this car is gonna be.
Yeah.
I know, I'm like worried. I don't want to know.
So, we ate dinner. We looked up more of the car stuff, and we're still not sure. Like, I don't really know what kind of car we're supposed to get, or which car we're supposed to get.
I don't know how you know. Like, how do you know?
Like, what if you make the wrong choice?
Yeah, and you can't, there's no like, oh.
You can't like return it.
Yeah, like 30 days, I figured out that it really wasn't for me. Like, you can't do that.
Right. But the thing is, like, the Ford, when we sat in it, we're like, oh, this is nice.
I really did like the Ford.
But like, I don't know why I'm leaning towards a Chevy, which is strange.
I feel like you trust the Chevy Volt as a electronic vehicle more than you trust the Ford Fusion. Right. Which the Ford Fusion was a great car.
It was nice. It was like luxurious.
It really was. It really was.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Which would you get?
Okay, so here's the deal. With the Ford Fusion, you get way more space. Yeah. But you get less of the electronic vehicle, like the battery doesn't go as far. Right. But you still get the same mileage. Right. So nothing has changed. And then with the Volt, it seems like a more well-known. Right. I think that's what it is. It seems more well-known. Right. But it's way smaller. Like, we'd be losing so much space. Right. I don't know. I know. I don't know. We're going to think about it some more, so. They should have an app that, like, makes the decision for you. I think that's just flipping a coin. No, I mean, like, you give it all the pros and cons. Like, you give it everything that you're, like, weighing. Like, I just don't know what to do still. Right. And it does it. It, like, uses the internet to figure out, like, what the answer should be. That's like Terminator, right? Like, is that like artificial intelligence, right? Cyberdyne.
Cyberdyne?
Yeah.
Is it?
Super!
Was that Cyberdyne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it?
I think so.
You tell us. Was it Cyberdyne?
Global. Maybe it was Cyberdyne. I never watched Terminator. We're gonna go. We will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.